High school sports on Ticket TV is brought to you by your local McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer, Greenway Equipment Sales, Next Home Experience, Casella, Firehouse Subs, Levesque Business Solutions, Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, Varney Mazda, Hidden Meadows Golf Course, Dean's Detailing, Northeast Driving School, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Colebrook Mitsubishi, North Star Waste and Recycling, Loring Job Corps, Praise Auto Sales, Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company, Doors Equipment, Fairway Auto Sales, Bangor Mall Cinema 10, Streets Landscape, The Fitch Company, Bangor Tire Company, Frank's Bake Shop, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Tiller and Rye, Liberty Olton Insurance, Urban Pizza, The Growing Place, Tossie's Checkout, Betty's Ice Cream, Auto Radiator Service, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Union Street Towing, Rise Co-working and Collaboration Space, Sweet Frog, The Henry's Bridal Boutique, Bennett Auto Center, Angelo's Pizza, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Mainly Audio, Knowlton Automotive, Varney Chevrolet, Hammond Lumber Company, First National Bank, Midcoast Denture Design, Hopkins Energy, Napa Auto Parts, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Queen City Athletics, Blackfly Coffee, Hillside Athletics, The Farmer's Table, Bangor Floral, Mad Cat and Company, Danforth Supermarket, Mainly Mercantile, The Dragon's Lair, Twin City Tire, Washington County Community College, and Down East Toyota. Now let's get you out to the action on Ticket TV.
Hello everyone and welcome to a gorgeous night here at Victory Field in Old Town, the site of tonight's Class B contest between the Old Town Coyotes and the visiting Ellsworth Eagles. I'm Mark Paulette, joined on tonight's broadcast by Ernie Clark, and we welcome you into the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. For over 5 decades, Dean's has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. This is the Casella pregame show. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. Well, Ernie, two teams over recent seasons very familiar with each other, be it the soccer pitch, the basketball court, the softball diamond. The Eagles and the Coyotes tend to do battle quite a bit in Class B.
Well, these two teams, or at least last year's versions of these two teams, met in the regional quarterfinals, and Ellsworth picked up a 1-0 victory and went on to win the Class B North Championship. And so I think these teams are fairly different this year. Ellsworth's veteran, but ran into a little slump a couple of games ago. We lost 2 in a row to Brewer and John Baptist, two very good teams, but they and Old Town both find themselves in the middle of the pack in the B North standings here as we approach what tonight will bring both of these teams to the midway point of their schedule, game number 7 of the 14-game regular season. Ellsworth 4-2, number 8 in the division, and Old Town, there you go, is 3-3 and number 10 in the division. First meeting of the season between these two teams. They'll meet again in Ellsworth on October 11th, but yeah, we're halfway through the season, Mark.
I know it. Here we are, halfway through the season, and a couple of teams that have some catch-up to do in the second half. Some busier schedules to come, as you see both these squads only with 6 games played to date. Ticket TV coverage is presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your local John Deere dealer celebrating 30 years in business. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth, because nothing runs like a Deere. We're also presented in part by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer. They're hiring for early mornings and late nights. Start at $17 and up. Search for these locations at jobs.mchire.com. Take our first time out of the pregame show, and when we come back, we'll dive a little more into the program histories for the Eagles and the Coyotes. That's around the corner here on Ticket TV.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And nobody knows better than our loyal customers.
Since 1994, our family has proudly sold and serviced John Deere products. Our customers know that quality and reliability set John Deere apart.
And right now at Greenway, take advantage of this offer.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 60 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth, and Bangor.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Like our spicy Cajun chicken with Cajun seasoned grilled chicken breast and a house-made Cajun mayo. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Visit 920 Stillwater Avenue.
Desk jobs aren't for everyone. Some of us want work that moves. Work you can see. Work that matters. Others might call it dirty, but we don't mind. At Casella, hard work isn't just a means to an end. It's something you can build a life on, and it's important work that keeps society moving. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. That's the power of hard work.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
In Old Town, the Casella pregame show rolling along here on Ticket TV ahead of tonight's Class B clash between the Old Town Coyotes and Ellsworth Eagles. We're about 10 minutes away from the kickoff, and our coverage on Ticket TV is presented by Next Home Experience. For the third straight year, Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Also presented by Firehouse Subs. For a limited time, try the new Firehouse Captain's Club, only at Firehouse Subs on Stillwater Avenue in Bangor, 920 Stillwater Ave in Bangor. All right, Ernie, let's take a look at the program histories for the schools, and we'll start off with the visitors from Ellsworth. Ellsworth making a run through last year's postseason, and here's a look.
Yeah, by the way, it took about 30 seconds for the entire field to be engulfed in shadows as the sun went behind the trees.
Pretty
off
quick,
to the left
yeah.
of us. I mean, it was kind of a pain in the ass because it was spotty in terms of where the shadows were, but certainly not now. Ellsworth looking for their first state championship in girls soccer, but some of these players have won a state championship in basketball, so there's a winning tradition down there in Ellsworth right now. You see last year winning the regional title, and you go back to the late 90s, and they won 2 or 3, and been pretty powerful. Eric Terrell is the head coach. He's a fourth-year coach, and before that he spent 25 years as the head coach at Charleston Southern University.
All right.
Division
He's
1.
got some experience.
Division
He's
1,
got a little
yeah.
experience on the soccer sidelines.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I guess he had been hired to coach the Maine Maritime women's soccer program just as COVID hit. So wound up with the Eagles, and you can see the job he's done over the last 3 years here in terms of regular season winning records. Pretty impressive.
Last year making it to the state finals, a portion of the sport here in the state of Maine that's just dominated by Class B in the South.
Well, that's it. It's kind of hard. You see it in boys and girls, and in the Class B level in particular, and A to some extent, although a lot of the North schools are in the South.
Yeah.
They just happen to be listed in the North because of trying to balance out the regions. But yes, Ellsworth battling the girls program, trying to catch up with the boys program, which under Brian Higgins back in the day was a perennial powerhouse in Class B North or East as it was back before 7 or 8 years ago.
Now let's take a look at the Old Town Coyotes program history. Still looking for that breakthrough at the regional level.
Yep, they've been competitive here in the last few years. You look at the regular season records there, all winning seasons, pretty impressive since coming out of COVID.
Yep.
What is that, 28, 10, and 4 in the regular season. Last year, lost in the quarterfinals, came in, I believe, as the 8th seed. I can't remember for sure, though, but they were the low seed, and Ellsworth was the high seed. And it was just a 1-0 game, which is pretty impressive considering what Ellsworth went on to do. And so the Coyotes trying to, well, they could use a win today, certainly, to move up in the standings. They're 3-3 on the season, and as we saw earlier, Ellsworth 4-2.
Both trying to climb the standings in Class B here tonight. We're about 6.5 minutes from getting the kick your way. Coverage on Ticket TV, presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be. The official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. And we're presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. Take another time out. When we come back, we'll take a look at the rosters for today's teams and meet the squads a little more, talk through some of the key players. That's coming up next on the Casella pregame show here on Ticket TV.
At Midcoast Denture Design, we truly understand the importance of offering an affordable treatment plan that always considers your needs first. We create beautiful new full and partial dentures, as well as offering repairs and relines to your current dentures. We want your denture to fit comfortably, be affordable, and most of all, make you happy.
At Midcoast Denture Design, your smile is what matters most. In fact, it's our job to make sure you have a smile you can be proud of at a price you can afford.
Call Midcoast Denture Design.
Because everyone deserves to have an awesome smile.
Maine's largest network of parts just got a little bigger. Coastal Auto Parts, newest location in Bangor, has all your automotive needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Whether you're a professional mechanic or just need a little help, find everything you need all under one roof. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you with friendly service and expert advice right here at 200 Sylvan Road, just off I-95. Drive in, stock up, and hit the road with confidence. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that...
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. brewerfcu.org.
Think you can't afford college? Think again. Right now at Washington County Community College in Calais, tuition is free. Yeah, free tuition for recent high school graduates at Washington County Community College. So if you graduated between 2020 and 2023, or will graduate in 2024 or 2025, you won't pay anything in tuition or mandatory fees while you pursue a degree or certificate full-time. Enroll today and see just how good free can be. Learn more at wccc.me.edu or call 207-454-1000.
Make the switch to Hopkins Energy, your trusted source for #2 heating oil. In Maine's challenging climate, emergencies can happen anytime. That's why we offer fast and responsive emergency fuel deliveries, as well as automatic deliveries. Our dedicated team is always just a call away, ensuring you never run out of fuel. Dependable service tailored to your needs. Visit hopkinsenergy.com.
Welcome back to Old Town. Victory Field here, the site of tonight's matchup between the Eagles and the Coyotes. Mark Paulette alongside Ernie Clark for tonight's broadcast, which is presented in part by Varney Mazda. Varney Mazda offers an extensive new and pre-owned Mazda inventory, as well as competitive Mazda lease specials, finance options, and expert Mazda auto service. Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, and at Our coverage also presented by Hidden Meadows Golf Course, featuring the Par Bar and Bogey Grill, a 300-yard driving range, a fully stocked pro shop, and a 9-hole course that fits your game regardless of skill level. It's Hidden Meadows Golf Course, where golf is for everyone, right here in Old Town. All right, let's meet the teams tonight. First, we'll show you the rosters for the visitors from Ellsworth. And Ernie, a team we've already seen this year on Ticket TV, a team that can rack up the goals, and some familiar names that star for the Eagles across all sports.
Yeah, indeed. Eagles 4-2 on the season. We saw them, would have been their second game, but it was Herman's first game back in early September, and Ellsworth jumped out to a 2-0 lead very quickly in that game, wound up winning 4-2, and Herman has not lost since then, 5-1, and it looked like they were a young team. They had graduated a ton of kids from last year. They still have 3 or 4 kind of foundation pieces, but they seem to improve as that game went on, so maybe I'm not surprised that they haven't lost yet, and they're up much higher in the standings. But veteran Ellsworth roster, 10 seniors, 5 juniors, and 7 sophomores on the varsity roster, and you look at players like Lily Bean and Abby Raydell, who's back with the program this year after not having played since she was a freshman. Lizzie Bowles, a junior high scorer for the team. Addison Atherton, and there are a couple others, all part of the state championship basketball team during their days at Ellsworth. So they're riding that state title and a regional title in this sport last year for what they hope is another run deep into the postseason.
And now let's take a look at the home side, the Old Town roster. Some familiar names is there as well. Rhiannon Bousquet, 4-year player now for this program.
Yeah, she's one of the leading scorers this year. Her dad actually is the coach of the boys team now.
Really?
Yeah, and first year I think it was the brother, the athletic director, Jeremy Bousquet. And Chris Wesley, new head coach for the Coyotes. He coached at Foxcroft Academy for a while and led the Ponies from a winless campaign to 5 consecutive postseason appearances. So did a nice job there, but got relocated job-wise down to this area. So he took over the Coyotes program this year, and he's got a roster that includes 6 seniors, 8 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 1 freshman. So he got a fair amount of experience in those seniors and juniors, many of whom have experience. But we'll see how they're going. There have been 500 teams so far this year.
And introductions be darned. We're getting right into this thing tonight here from Victory Field. It is Lily Bean out there at midfield waiting for the referee's whistle to get us started. We're going to jump right into the contest tonight from Old Town.
Well, it's 6:03, so it's a 6 o'clock start. Time
Making up for the lost time.
Yep.
No introductions. We are underway here from Old Town. Coyotes jumping on the ball after Ellsworth had it to begin with. Now it's Kelsey Lambert trying to play it forward for the Eagles.
Ellsworth, I was going to say Ellsworth would like to get off to a quick start today. They've only scored 3 goals in their last 3 games. 2 of those losses to Brewer 1-0 and John Babs 4-2. Coming off a 1-0 win over, I'd say 4 goals in the last 3 games. 1-0 win over MDI at Bar Harbor last Tuesday.
I was going to say, we're going to need our eagle eyes tonight because just noticing the boundaries here on the pitch at Old Town.
Oh, wow.
A fine pink line ringing the football gridiron. Extended run here for Addison Atherton trying to chase after the ball, and she wins a throw for the Eagles deep in Coyote territory.
I do see the line because it's kind of browned up along the sidelines because that's where the near side, at least, is where the Coyotes football team stands during their home games.
And let's see, who was that? Whitney Jordan, who just brought the ball back in, had to be told by the referee. Oh, nope, that's
Which
actually
line?
the football sideline. You got to back up a few yards here. Old Town with a nice interception, bringing it up the field. Olivia Lizotte had the timely challenge. Coyotes were able to get as far as the Ellsworth back line before an interception there from Sydney Libby.
Old Town has scored 19 goals in their first 6 matches and allowed 21, so that's pretty close to 500 like their record.
Coyotes trying to keep it in play along the far sideline, but Libby Saucier just allows it to pop out. Bowles trying to get a cross in. Got denied on the first attempt. A right-footed shot blocked down in the box. Cleared out as far as a teammate. Poked back over the top by Jordan. Now a shot from the edge of the area. Trickles all the way back to the Old Town keeper.
A little deflection there that went toward the goal and forced a save from Keely Kenny, junior in net for Old Town.
Number 87 out there. Always interested by the goalie numbers because it's just kind of the Wild West in soccer. Everybody else is between, always seems like 1 in 18, and then the goalie, just roll the dice and see what pops up.
Yeah, you take Old Town's roster there. They got pretty much standard 1 through, well, it's 26, so there's a skip of a couple, but then you go from 26 to 87. You kind of wonder how you come up with that number, but I guess it's probably I don't know if it's the goalie's choice. It could be any because they don't wear a jersey like the rest of the players do.
Bowles down in the corner, crashes to the ground. Both players go down. Referee says play on. And a pocket picked by Bousquet. Ellsworth playing it forward in the direction of Atherton. Atherton wore that one off of the left foot of Bousquet, and it'll be a throw for the Coyotes. Coyotes just trying to cross the midfield stripe for the first time in this contest. Ellsworth has played the first 3.5 minutes down at this right side of the pitch. Back towards Atherton. She collects it right around the 15-yard line, tries to cut infield, and gets dispossessed. Ball finds its way to the feet of Lizotte. Lizotte cuts inside with a nice run to get to midfield, and then a challenge nearly to get back on the ball. Just couldn't bring it under control and went to the ground actually quite hard. Just now picking herself back up off the grass.
Clean play there, just unfortunate for Old Town as they snuck it into Ellsworth's defensive end for about 3 seconds there.
Throw comes in over the head of Jordan. Played down by Lily Bean. Bean finds Bowles. Rolls back to Bracelet. Ava trying to send it up near midfield, and Ellsworth is there.
Yeah, you can see Old Town playing defensive-minded with the number of people they're keeping back. They have to pay particular attention to Lizzie Bowles, who a 25-goal scorer a year ago and back in the scoring action again this year.
Sadie May was doing everything she could there defensively. Ellsworth still able to get the cross in. Keep it down here with a throw.
I think Bowles' strength is a big part of her game as well. So, and she's bigger than the person marking her right now. So, use that to her advantage. And I'm sure the Coyotes will help out defensively as much as they can.
Karen unable to keep it in. Here comes the throw for the Eagles. It's beyond Bowles. Sent out towards the midfield. Played down by Old Town. Jumped on by Ellsworth. Now the Coyotes just thump it up to gain some real estate.
So I think that fellow down below there in the red shirt is the one he's keeping the
timekeeper
clock with basically a phone, or the size of a phone at least. Used to keep it right up here next to us previous years when they were doing games, or we were doing games.
Here's Old Town jumping onto the ball in front of their own bench, trying to work it up the sideline, and that's out of bounds, last touched by the Coyotes.
Coyotes were coached last year by Eric Dambois, who this year is an official. I think
Really?
we had him and his two daughters
That's right.
working the Brewer game.
Brewer, yes. Ellsworth sends it deep again. Old Town giving chase. Only one white shirt back there, but Coyotes don't want to take any chances, and they clear it out beyond the track.
Now, I give them credit. They've done a good job so far. I mean, we're only 6.5 minutes into the game, but Coyotes defensively have done a good job of keeping the ball off their goalie or off the out of the goal crease for the most part.
See some Old Town youth football practicing happening beyond Victory Field here in the distance as the throw comes in.
Yeah, the older folks, football-wise, had a big win last Thursday over John Bapps. Game that was moved from here to Pottle Field because of the rain and the availability of the artificial turf. 40-27. And so the Coyotes football team, 2-2, along with Winslow and MCI and Mattanock Academy, all behind Foxcroft Academy in the D North football standings. Foxcroft 4-0 at this point.
Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Our coverage also brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill at 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Right now, buy one pizza while dining in, get a second of lesser or equal value for half off. For takeout, call 947-5000 or order online at unos.com. Played deep by Ellsworth. About 8 minutes off the 40 here in the first half. Goal kick coming up for the Coyotes.
It's a good ball, normally speaking, but there was nobody down there or able to get down there in time to retrieve it before it went across the end line.
Once again, the Coyotes just about to get beyond midfield, and then ball goes out of play back to Ellsworth. Played into Bean, who tried to volley it to a teammate. Taking it wide is Bousquet that was Karen trying to get it away from Atherton. Atherton was able to get in there for a moment, but Old Town scrambles back to the ball. Clearance by Sadie May. Took a deflection. It looked like off the chin, trying to get it out. But once again, the Eagles right on it. Through ball beyond everyone, however, and back to Kenny in net.
Yeah, defensively, Old Town's coming up as far as they possibly can without letting an Ellsworth player behind them, because that would be offsides, but you still want to be up as far as you can. And so Ellsworth starting its attack out near midfield and unable so far to really carry it in very much.
Atherton found Bowles, but then Old Town again able to clear it out. This will be Taylor Libby to toss it back in for the Eagles. Libby's throw intended for Bowles, doesn't get there. Headed away and cleared up the pitch by Emily King. Smith in the midfield, lost it. Ball in the middle of a bunch of players. Lambert had a toe to it for Old Town. Now it's heading in the other direction. Taking it as wide as she can for the Coyotes and winning a throw. Sent deep by Ellsworth once more. Played back to the keeper off the thigh of Ava Harvey.
We looked at the Class B North standings earlier, and 3 of the top 4 teams, including the top 2, were from the Kennebec Valley Athletic Conference. The top 2 teams were Oceanside of Rockland and Madomic Valley of Waldoboro. And then Herman was 3rd, I believe, and then it was Erskine Academy of South China that was 4th. Now, it was similar to that last year. I said before, I thought Ellsworth was at the top of the standings, but I think they finished 3rd behind Oceanside and Madomic Valley as the ball heads toward the net, only to be cleared. And I think that's kind of where we're at this year, too. And it's a kind of a function of the schedule that these teams play, where the KVAC schools may sneak an A opponent in there once in a while. And they're able to gain more points from it, and that's what allowed them to sneak ahead of the Penobscot Valley Conference teams, at least during the regular season. But the tournament is the
great equalizer.
Yeah, the way to separate the champions from just the mere contenders, and that was the case last year, and actually the 3 years before that. Herman won regional championships, minus the COVID year, of course, when we didn't have a season.
Throw by Ellsworth down the sideline. This is about the deepest point. They've advanced the ball down to the left side of the field.
I was going to say, it probably wouldn't hurt them if they get an opportunity just to boom it down there as far as they can go and try to keep it in bounds and go chase it down and try to gain some possession that way.
Over the top, Ellsworth giving chase. Cross couldn't get the angle on it, and it goes behind the goal for a goal kick.
No, pretty good defense there. I think it was number 9, which would be Sadie May.
Coverage on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Acadia FCU is a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor. Find out how Acadia FCU can enrich your life. Also brought to you by Loring Job Corps. Don't settle for training just to get a job. Get training that results in a career. At Loring Job Corps, visit jobcorps.gov. Good run there by the Coyotes, but having the ball knocked away in the end.
Kennedy Lambert for Ellsworth, blocking that pass and sending it the other way.
Long pass up the pitch by Sadie May. Teammates giving chase. It looked like Lizotte was the first to get there. Poked it back towards the corner. And a smart play there by the Ellsworth defender, Sydney Libby, playing it off of May and out of bounds for a goal kick.
Yeah, that was really clever there. She had to be careful not to be the last player to touch it, but gain control of it and probably earned Ellsworth a good amount of field position by just kicking it out of bounds off the Old Town forward.
Old Town now having to give chase defensively with Bowles applying the pressure. Rolls out of play. Bowles did not agree, and
she wins.
Yeah, gets the verdict to go her way. Ellsworth throw. Here's Bowles back with it at her feet. Trying to keep it in bounds along the boundary. Her cross played out to the edge of the box. Now Old Town with a stronger clearance from the middle of the area. A strong shoulder there from Abby Raydell. Ellsworth's point guard on the basketball court, but then her pass to no one in particular and behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, there's a group of them that are now seniors that have started in basketball. One, Grace Jaffrey, pretty much graduated from high school a year early and is now in college, Southern New England. She was perhaps the best player on that team that won one state championship. But in Raydell and Bean and a couple of others, they've still got some veterans with that state title experience from another sport.
Yeah, Jaffrey, a former Big East Player of the Year, and some of those names you just mentioned probably already starting to champ the bit a little bit to get back on the court after their long win streak came to an end last year, too.
Yep, no
Guess
doubt.
who, of course? The Old Town Coyotes.
Yes, the Coyotes got them. Sage Evans and company.
There's a turn and a shot from Bean. What a goal! We have got to get another look at this one. Lily Bean with just a masterclass of an opening goal here tonight, playing it under her control off the volley, turning and floating it into the net for the Eagles.
That was a heck of a play there. Took a strong shot as well, and she didn't have a lot of time to set up for it. Spin and fire. And a high shot over the Old Town goalie, Keely Kenny. Not really much of a chance for her. It was a perfect shot. Couldn't have planned it any better if you had a square look at it the entire time.
Probably couldn't have thrown it any better either.
No, I don't think so. That's good for a 1-0 lead. That came with 25:09 left in the first half. So, 14:51 into the contest.
Ellsworth with the first breakthrough tonight. See if it sparks a little pep in the step of the Coyotes as they jump onto the ball here and knock it forward down into the far corner. The Eagles will have to give chase.
Yeah, that came from fairly deep. That was outside of the box where that shot by Bean came from. I would say it was about at the maybe 15-yard line, so that would have been a 25-yard shot on goal.
Eagles bring the goal kick back up towards midfield. There is Bean, lobbing it over to Atherton, but just out of her reach. Coverage on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Colebrook Mitsubishi, New England's #1 volume Mitsubishi dealer, featuring a 5-year, 60,000-mile comprehensive warranty and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Rates as low as 0%. It's Colebrook Mitsubishi, 337 Madison Ave in Skowhegan. Coyotes trying to maintain possession at this end of the pitch. They win a throw, and the throw comes in to white shirts. Ellsworth trying to clear it. Took a deflection off of a Coyote. And makes its way out of play for another Old Town throw. There's Karen to bring it back in. Karen goes short to Braslett. Now across from Karen into the box, has to be dealt with by the Coyotes, by the Eagles, excuse me.
Let's see, that's going to be a corner kick. Yeah, I thought it went off the foot of one of those two Ellsworth players, number 2 actually, Kennedy Lambert. So some good work here by Coyotes. That was a good shot or cross, whichever it wound up serving as a purpose.
Here's Bousquet to swing it in. All the Coyotes outside the box. Now they run in as the ball's delivered in. Met at the near post by Ellsworth. Cleared as far as Atherton. Atherton rolls it up ahead in the direction of Bowles, who has her pocket picked by Bousquet. Pass forward.
Oh.
Dangerous for Allie Bivens at the back. But the Ellsworth sophomore keeper down on 2 knees to collect the ball and keep it away from the attacking Coyotes.
Took quite a high hop there at the end. Watch this. Next bounce, boing. She went down to the ground, the ball bounced up, and she had to react to it quickly. Didn't grab it completely, but was able to block it enough, so it was no threat.
Out of play along the far sideline for an Ellsworth throw. Get you a look at the school profiles here as we continue on in the first half. Next chance we get during a stoppage. Our coverage on Ticket TV is brought to you in part by Angelo's Pizzeria. If you're in the mood for mouth-watering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, then go to Angelo's Pizzeria in Bangor and Hamden. And Blackfly Coffee is where you can start your day off right. A local coffee shop with drive-through mobile ordering, serving the best in coffee. They also have breakfast sandwiches, bagels, bakery items, donuts, fresh squeezed lemonade. Find it all at 107 Main Road, Holden, just across the Brewer line. The sun has set here in Old Town. Light starting to take effect over Victory Field.
6:22.
Won't be too long before these games begin in darkness.
No. No, not at all.
Bowles had her first shot blocked and then was double teamed off the ball. Raydell plays it down, cross in. Atherton pops it up, can't find it. Bowles gives chase at the back of the box. She goes crashing to the ground.
Wow.
And the referees say corner. Might have been an instance where Bowles' physicality most of the time on the pitch worked against her there.
Yeah.
Because the refs know the kind of blows that she can both absorb and hand out as a cross comes in off the head of, I believe it was Atherton.
Atherton, I believe.
Right over
she's
top of the goalpost.
She's a good athlete in multiple sports and very athletic in terms of being able to run and jump. And so she is a threat on those restarts near the goal for sure, and get her head on that one. Just popped it over the crossbar.
There's Atherton with a thumper off her head again. All the way back to Kenny in goal. Halfway through this first half tonight in Old Town with the visitors leading 1-0. And a free kick there going against the Eagles. Coyotes really have yet to get their offensive game going tonight, but they're doing some work on the defensive end of things.
They really are. I mean, I've got Ellsworth at 3 shots because one of them went in, and the one that went in, really, it was going to take a goalie about 6'3" to stop it, keep it under the where it went, just under the crossbar. So that wasn't. You really can't blame that on the defense. You just credit Lily Bean with a heck of a play there. She spun and kind of shot blindly almost.
Played forward by Ellsworth, but no one back there to give chase. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A in Holden. Check out Dorsey's top pick Eastman House Queen mattresses in 5 comfort levels on sale now, starting at $6.99. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A in Holden. Bean off a turn around one defender, around another. There's a right-footed shot, but right at Kenny, down on a knee to scoop. Like a second baseman fielding a lazy grounder that time.
Yeah, but you see Bowles again with her strength. This with the foot. She got a defender on it. Still gets a decent amount on that, but right at Kenny.
Popped up in the air, and Bowles meets it with a head, pokes it forward. Atherton giving chase, nearly got it under her possession, but good defense from, I think that was May at the back.
Sadie May, number 9.
May has been very active in her defensive efforts tonight for the Coyotes.
She's one of the 6 seniors on this Old Town roster.
See the attention that Bowles draws in the box with 4 green shirts around her off that throw. Ellsworth has to drop back to just inside the 40 for another throw that will be brought in by Taylor Libby. Old Town thought the throw belonged to them. Instead, thrown in towards Bean. Threw a hand up in the direction of it off the turn. Here comes the Coyotes.
That may have had something to do with the line itself.
Lazat's pass into the middle of the pitch. It's picked off by the Eagles, trying to advance it up the field. A little confusion from the Coyotes as to where the ball ended up off the deflection. Continued to just roll forward and aid Ellsworth in their attempt to clear. Riedel pokes it forward. Kelsey Lambert bringing it under control for the Eagles, and now Riedel was trying to lead it back towards her.
Ooh.
There's a touch off the foot of a defender there, and I guess they say just ricochet action happening in the box because collected by Kenny with her hands.
Pretty good reaction, though, because that ball was not softly touched, actually, relatively speaking.
No, yeah.
Given how close they were to each other.
There's a perfect through ball, but just beyond Cameron Clough giving chase.
Ball trickles out of bounds, though. Now Ellsworth with a little bit of a chance to create some offense here.
Throw comes in, and an illegal throw. So that'll give it to the Coyotes. While we have a second, if it's teed up, let's take a look at the school profiles, beginning with the visitors from Ellsworth High School.
Ellsworth High School, 491. The enrollment, Dan Clifford, the principal, Josh Frost, the athletic administrator for the Eagles. I didn't see the Eagles there. It's
the Elges.
Did you know Tim Sylvia was a former UFC heavyweight champion who was born in Ellsworth, Maine? I think he lived in Eastbrook and even went by the name The Maniac. When he fought, he was a 2-time UFC champion back in the very early days of the UFC, around the turn of the century, a little bit after that. He's a big guy. I met him once, and I can understand why he was a...
Didn't want to get in the cage with him?
No, we weren't in the same weight class. It's gotten closer over the years, but I'm still not even close to that. He's about 6'6", 6'7".
Wow. There's one off the hand, and that'll be a free kick to the Eagles. Now let's take a look at Old Town High School as the game cooperates and breaks for us.
It's 5:34, the enrollment at Old Town High School. Scott Gordon, the principal, and Jeremy Bousquet, the athletic administrator for the Coyotes. And did you know the city of Old Town has its own flag? The official flag of Old Town, Maine was adopted on May 3rd, 2021.
3 guesses as to that red figure that we're looking at.
Yes, I think somebody wanted to make sure that the Canoe City was always known as the Canoe City.
Well represented.
We got a vote on the Maine state flag here in November.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I think we got a lot of other stuff we could argue about politically
about fabric,
about the flag. I mean, both of them are fine, but
up ahead here to Bowles trying to give chase, and Old Town just clears it away. We've dipped inside the final quarter hour here in the first half. Still just a 1-goal game. Old Town a little confusion there as to who was going to clear it. No one really did, and it allows the Coyotes to jump back onto it. Bowles switches from left to right, tries to get a shot away, and then pokes it off the top of her head. Once again, Karen just having to deal with it.
You see, Ellsworth was a size advantage. Their offense against the defense of Old Town there, and Old Town's done a pretty good job of fending the Eagles off here to this point.
Both teams making a substitution with 2 new Coyotes coming onto the pitch. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Novus Auto Glass. You can give Novus a call today at 945-6488 to get your windshield repaired or replaced. We're also brought to you in part by Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, offering custom blinds, shades, drapery, and outdoor awnings. It's Bangor Window Shade at 105 Main Street in Bangor. And UMaine Online offers 60-plus online degree and certificate programs through Maine's flagship university. Apply now at umaine.edu/online. Stoppage on the pitch as another Coyote sub makes her way out there. Thrown into the direction of Ruby Whitmore. Whitmore, one of the new Coyotes out there. The Eagles win a throw. Jordan lobs it in, trying to get to Bowles, but it was cut off by the Coyotes first. That ball just sneaks out for another Ellsworth throw. Taylor Libby firing up into the picture to make a challenge and keep the ball down here for the time being. Good pass there by the Coyotes, trying to spark a counter of their own, but it's given away and allows Ellsworth to jump onto it. Clough chasing down the far sideline, guarded closely by Sadie May.
It's going to be Ellsworth ball. Old Town trying to do the right thing by switching fields to kind of create some space for their offensive players to do something with the ball, but Ellsworth alert defensively there near midfield to get possession back.
Raydell's throw leads to a vicious cross off the left foot of Clough, but offside netting.
Yeah, didn't have the angle, but it's going to go as a
guess it took a deflection
corner
along the
kick.
way.
So corner kick number 2 for Ellsworth.
Swung in by the Eagles, first whistles, and I guess just set up and do it again.
They're not looking for a replay, I don't think. We get enough of those on the weekend.
Here we go again. Cross brought back in. Nice job. She almost did it again.
Oh.
Actually, was that Raydell on the edge?
13, Abby Raydell.
Abby Raydell doing her best. Lizzie Bowles' impression there, playing the ball down with her left toe, quickly spinning around and getting a shot away with the right foot.
Yeah, I thought the first corner kick was actually the better of the two. You got a little deeper, a little higher, but that one got right to a teammate. And Raydell, again, seeing what had happened earlier, decided the spin move would work and nearly made it work.
Surprise may be the way to catch the Coyotes tonight, because if you go at them, they have held up to the test to this point.
Yeah, they've been pretty stout.
Touch there from Violet Ray with a club on her right arm. You see the pink cast out there on the right forearm. Clough giving chase down on the left side. The ball stays in play. Clough goes to the ground. Old Town trying to clear it back up that far sideline. Takes a deflection off of Raydell, who tries to keep the defender at arm's length and wins a throw.
Old Town has one shutout victory this season. That was over the rival from Orono, 7-0 last week. Ellsworth has 3 shutout wins out of their 4 victories.
Kayla Johnston playing it up the sideline. Back deep where May gives chase. Trying to keep it away from Bowles, but it'll be yet another corner in this first half for the Eagles. Ticket TV brought to you in part by North Star Waste and Recycling. Conveniently located at 198 Deergo Drive in Brewer. At North Star, they're picking up what you are putting down. Left-footed delivery this time by the Eagles. It finds its way to Raydell at the edge of the box. She's able to keep it alive. The shot gets through, and it ends up in the back of the net. Tough to see who got the toe to it.
Well, I need to turn around a little bit.
Let's take a look at the replay. Either way, it's a second goal for the Eagles, and now lead it 2-0. Touch from Raydell, and then you see Bowles jump on the ball.
Number 3, I believe.
Yeah, and that came off the foot of Kaylee Bagley, junior midfielder. So Bagley scores the game's second goal for the Eagles, and they now lead 2-0 with 9 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this first half. Bousquet with a turn and plays it to a teammate along the far sideline. Lizotte chasing after it, getting around the first defender, trying to get a cross in. It took a deflection. Bousquet jumps onto the loose ball. Bousquet trying to hold up the defender, play it back to a teammate. Cross comes in, only white shirts behind it though, and it's cleared down the pitch by Ellsworth. Touch there by Ray.
Violet Ray, first name Violet, wearing the pink cast.
Stands out. Karen able to, I was going to say win a throw, but instead it's going to the Eagles. Lily Bean with the toss in the direction of Bowles. It finds a little gap there between the attackers and the keeper, and Kenny has to scoot out of her goal to collect it.
I don't think anybody touched it, so I think it has to be touched before it can count as a goal, if it ever got by the goalkeeper.
Can't throw him in.
No. You can kick him in, head him in. Chest him in.
Old Town trying to advance it up the sideline. Poked into the path of Lizotte, but her first touch lets her down as the ball goes out of play. Bennett Auto Center is where you can experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and at BennettAutoCenter.com. Old Town trying to keep the pitch slanted in this direction for the time being. Bowles had other ideas, a high leg there.
Yeah. They do that when I was in middle school. I'd get called for dangerous play, but of course that was so long ago. I'm sure the rules have changed.
There's Bowles giving chase now on the outside. Back to defend is May. Clearance only as far as the next closest teammate, and then Abby Raydell with a run and wins a free kick from a dangerous area out beyond the corner of the 18-yard box.
Yeah, let's see how they approach this. Is that Bowles? Indeed it is. She probably got the strongest leg on the team in terms of shooting, so she can make something happen here.
Not seeing a wall set up all too eagerly 10 yards away from her. Bowles goes for a goal and is just wide of that near post.
Yeah, I think she saw a relatively open space between her and the net and went for it and just missed the near post, or be the far post from where we're sitting, but the near post for her, that left post, and didn't miss by much.
A goal kick here for the Coyotes as we approach 6 minutes remaining in this first half. Don't forget, coming up at the half, it is the Heroes halftime show on Ticket TV. First half highlights and recaps, as well as a look ahead to the weeks to come on the airwaves of 99 The Ticket and what we'll have to offer for our streaming calendar this week on Ticket TV. Riddell, the first to play it down, but then Old Town comes away with it through Lizotte. Lizotte off and running up the sideline. Tries to knock it into the middle of the pitch, and Bivens has to come out to deal with it.
Well, that's a good read by Bivens. Probably the Ellsworth defense had it covered, but she has the ability to use her hands out there, so why not take advantage of it? See, as number 11, Taylor Libby, is back there defensively against number 7 for Old Town, Ruby Whitmore. Had decent defensive position, but Bivens, a sophomore, read the play accurately and came out and got the ball.
Good run down the sideline here for the Coyotes as a cross comes in. It goes behind, but we got a foul given right on the edge down there, and let's see where they were at. All right, it's outside the box, it would appear, as he's walking off, or is it?
Well,
now everyone's clearing out.
Oh, it looks like
we've got a penalty kick coming up.
Looks like they're bringing the ball in to give PK to the Coyotes with 4:58 left in the half.
4:58 frozen on the clock, and the Coyotes a chance to cut the deficit in half as they're awarded a penalty kick. Standing over the ball, actually standing with the ball under her right arm, was Lizotte. She'll be the taker for Old Town as it's spotted. Lizotte getting it just how she wants it. standing over the ball. Now backing up. Big chance here for the
Yes,
Coyotes.
indeed.
The junior runs up on it and straight down the middle. Bivens stands tall to deny the penalty kick.
Well, that was interesting because usually the goalie will try to cheat one way or the other, but she stayed right where she was.
That had to be the thought.
Just read the player. Took one step to her right, but ball was right at her, and nice job there by Bivens to make the save. Bivens, of course, starting this year in place of the starting goalie from last year, Jaden Sullivan, who suffered an injury and has been unable to play so far this season. Don't know if she's coming back or not, but Bivens has done a nice job in goal for the Eagles, including that play right there.
Big moment there for the sophomore keeper to keep it a clean sheet for the time being. Ellsworth on top, 2-0 as we approach 4 minutes remaining in this first half. Thrown back into Bowles. Bowles tries to turn to her left through the double team, and it's cleared off the pitch by Old Town. Coverage on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Tiller & Rye, a local grocer located at 20 South Main Street in Brewer, proud to offer products from right here in the great state of Maine. Poked out behind, and we got a deflection. It'll be yet another corner kick for the Ellsworth Eagles. Old Town does not agree with the call.
Let's see, yep, it's going to be a corner kick. Of course, Ellsworth scored off its last one.
Clough, the sophomore, over to bring in that left-footed delivery once more. Here it is towards that near corner over the head and offsides. Not quite sure
I'm
what
not
the
sure.
flag
I don't think it went over the head of Ray Dell because she was rubbing her head afterwards. I don't know if it was a head-on-head collision or a head-on ball collision.
Either way, the Eagles right back onto it through Bowles, who shoots to the near post and tucks it in beyond the outstretched arms of Keely Kenny. Bowles has a second of the game, and just like that, momentum swings back the way of the Eagles.
Yeah,
who
watch
lead
this.
at 3-0.
Again, strong shot. Kept it right on the ground.
Right under the hands.
Kenny dove for it, but just a tick late. There's Bowles. He got the ball back after he tried to pass it, and it was deflected. And boy, she didn't have much room there to that far side, but just enough for Bowles as she extends the lead now to 3-0.
Big turn of events there. The penalty saved by Bivens at one end and then a goal by Bowles at the other.
Yeah,
a one-goal game instead. It's 3.
Matter of a couple of minutes there between those two plays.
Out of bounds in front of the Coyote bench. They'll have the throw. Taken quickly and brought back in. Lazat knocks it ahead and runs back onto the ball. Quick one-touch passing, trying to spring Bousquet after the ball. Ellsworth not taking any chances there, just clears it out wide.
Yeah, I think it was Taylor Libby, number 11 there, the sweeper, who was able to get back just in time to clear that, force a throw in.
Throw will come from the far side with 2 minutes remaining for the Coyotes. Dropped right to the feet of Lazat. A short cross in. Bousquet with a flip. She put it right to the near post where Bivens was stationed. Look at this little flick off.
Yeah, watch that. Little flick about, foot or two in the air. Just kind of redirected it. And Bivens is alert to where the ball is coming from.
Ellsworth once again searching for more. This time it's Clough up top, applying the pressure. As Bowles dropped back a little bit, allowed her teammate to do some of the work. Poked out of play by Old Town, and it'll be a throw for Ellsworth from a threatening position inside the final 80 seconds. Bean with a long run up, and the throw comes in. It finds Bowles. She plays it down, working on a hat trick now in the first half. We got a whistle in the box and a free kick, I believe committed by Bowles there, giving it back to the Coyotes. That clearance only as far as Violet Ray. Ray and that cast trying to get the ball back the way of the white shirts. Played up to Whitmore, but given away in the middle of the pitch. Ellsworth relentless right now when they don't have the ball, trying to win it back. A collision between a couple of players on the sideline. Bean was one of them. She jumped right back up and threw a forearm, and things got a little testy there. Not sure if it was intentional or not from Bean, but the follow certainly was from the Coyote player. And a referee was walking in that direction. I think might have a word at the next stoppage. Played up forward here by the Coyotes. 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Can they get a shot away? Ellsworth trying to scramble to deny. Down to about 5 as it's played forward, and now the Eagles will clear. There is the whistle on the first half. A strong one for the visitors from Ellsworth. The Eagles in front at the break, 3-0 over the Old Town Coyotes. We're back with the halftime show on Ticket TV.
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Have you tried the new happy hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
To my first Mazda, thanks for always being there for me. Watch after your next owner, as you have me.
Find your Mazda today at Varney Mazda in Bangor.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
That nip in the air can only mean one thing. Dorsey's fall introductions have arrived, and we need to make room. Hundreds of items have been marked down store-wide. Flexsteel Thornton sofa in a great quality Revolution fabric, list price $23.99, now only $8.99. Power reclining lift chair that lists for $10.99, now only $5.99. Dorsey's fall clearance is a perfect time to get any room in your home ready for the winter months. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A, Holden.
Desk jobs aren't for everyone. Some of us want work that moves. Work you can see. Work that matters. Others might call it dirty, but we don't mind. At Casella, hard work isn't just a means to an end. It's something you can build a life on, and it's important work that keeps society moving. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. That's the power of hard work.
High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street, Bangor, and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales. Nothing runs like a deer in Bangor and Ellsworth. Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Casella. Giving resources new life. Firehouse Subs. 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and furniture. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the official sports grill of Ticket TV. Varney Mazda, located at 260 Hogan Road in Bangor. Hidden Meadows Golf Course, where golf is for everyone. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. And by Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's best driver's ed for 55 years.
Welcome back to Victory Field here in Old Town. We are at the half between the Coyotes and the Eagles, and it's the visitors from Ellsworth with the lead 3-0. Welcome in to the Heroes Halftime Show here at Sports Grill and Entertainment Center in downtown Bangor, the official sports grill of Ticket TV. Let's begin halftime by showing you first half highlights. Unfortunately, we don't have the first goal of the game, which was really just a world-class goal that you would have seen. Played down off the right foot, a spinning take. We got a check on the official goal scorer. There was so much excitement up here. Could have been one of two people, Lily Bean or Elizabeth Bowles. Both in the area on the first. Bowles would get on the score sheet later in the half, scoring the third, as we'll see. But first, a peek likely at the second of the game. Right there.
I believe that was, we decided that was number 3, Kaylee Bagley.
Yeah, poking it off her left toe, as you see, wrapping around
right
the
there,
ball right
little
there.
congestion in the net. Nice shot there, low to the, just to the right of Keely Kenny, the junior goalkeeper. And now Old Town with a penalty kick here late in the first half.
About 4 minutes remaining in the half.
Yep.
And
right at Allie Bivens. You'll see that again. She takes one little step to her right, but basically that shot was right down the middle, and Bivens was there. Now here comes Bowles. Tried to pass it, had the shot blocked, but came right back to her, and so she took the shot, and much like the goal by Bagley, just snuck into that that corner.
Another angle on the low blast from Bowles, which...
See, now I give them credit, both of them credit, because the natural instinct is you start lifting your head to see where the goal is, and the ball goes over the top. But both of those goals stayed right on the ground, and so Kenny was tasked with going down and getting them, and got down enough, but just accurate shooting by the Ellsworth Eagles, and at least on those 2 goals, actually all 3 of them. The first goal was a shot that was a spin. He was kind of posted up like a basketball player, spun and shot, and it went over the top of the goalie, over her hands, and just under the crossbar. So pretty accurate shots. I don't know that the goalie had much chance of any of them, but the 3 goals stand up as the margin of the lead for the Ellsworth Eagles here heading into the second half.
Halftime highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience, our coverage on Ticket TV. Also brought to you in part by Liberty Olton, licensed insurance agent. Liberty is an independent agent who helps individuals and small businesses find the best plans that suit their needs. Call Liberty Olton at 217-8214. Also brought to you by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire Company has you covered. Since 1927, the best in tires and service. Find them at 514 Colebrook Road in Herman or at bangortire.com. Take another time out. When we come back, it's the second half kick between the Coyotes and the Eagles on Ticket TV.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And nobody knows better than our loyal customers.
Since 1994, our family has proudly sold and serviced John Deere products. Our customers know that quality and reliability set John Deere apart.
And right now at Greenway, take advantage of this offer.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 60 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Hey you! Yes, you! Are you between the ages of 16 and 24 trying to plan your future? Let the dedicated team at Job Corps get you headed in the right direction. Earn your diploma or get certified in a vocation in less than a year. Call today to change your life.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Like our spicy Cajun chicken with Cajun seasoned grilled chicken breast and a house-made Cajun mayo. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Visit 920 Stillwater Avenue.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
Thank you for helping us have a great start in 2023.
When we started, we wanted to make sure that North Star could help everyone's needs, whether you own a business, you're a homeowner, or a contractor.
Or you have a big project that you need a big dumpster for.
We have what you need: front-load dumpsters, roll-offs, and our transfer station, and so much more.
And the best part is, our prices are unbelievable. If you don't have one of these, you're paying too much.
So who cares if your trash gets picked up? At North Star Waste and Recycling, we care.
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town, we're ready for the start of the second half between the Coyotes and the Eagles. It's the visitors leading 3-0 at the break. Action-packed first half with a lot of it coming in the final moments there, and a big momentum swing as well after the Coyotes had a penalty kick awarded to them, down 2-0. Olivia Lizotte took it and blasted it right down the center of goal. But Allie Bivens didn't pick a side. She guessed straight up, stood tall, denied the penalty, and less than 2 minutes later, Lizzie Bowles scored a goal to put Ellsworth on top 3-0. That's where we stand as we get this second half underway.
Yeah, shots on goal in the first half. Ellsworth 6-3.
Coyotes dealing with that one at the back. Bowles popping a head up to it. Atherton giving chase now after the loose ball. Old Town able to kick it away and into the path of one of their own. Now played forward, and the Coyotes with a throw here. Brought in by Taylor Madden. Bousquet finding a teammate. Whitmore dispossessed by a couple of Eagles that converged on her with the ball.
Yeah, couldn't get the ball in a position to take a shot there until Ellsworth caught up, able to knock it away.
Coyotes will keep it down here with a throw. Thrown in by Madden. She's looking for Bousquet. Bousquet a turn, trying to feed it back to Madden on the outside. Madden trying to get around her defender, gets the cross away into the box. Bousquet was all alone. She just couldn't swing her right foot onto the ball as it flew in. Dealt with by the Eagles and cleared out.
Yeah, best chance of the game outside of the penalty kick there for the Coyotes.
Bowles tries to pass it off. It's intercepted. Back to Raydell. Raydell trying to step around her defender, able to poke it to Bowles, trying to go through two, and unable to do so. Old Town plays it up the sideline and takes a deflection into the middle of the pitch. Whitmore knocks it ahead. One touch passing by the Coyotes. Whitmore will jump on the loose ball around the 15-yard line, trying to get across in. It sticks to the ground and is cleared away and out of play for a Coyote throw. Brought right back in from Madden to Whitmore, and Whitmore has her pocket picked by Raydell.
Well, you compare this to the start of the first half, and things going pretty well for the Coyotes here. They didn't get the ball into Ellsworth territory for first few minutes of the opening period.
Whistle along the far sideline and a free kick going the way of the Eagles. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Pat's Pizza in Hamden. Whether playing or watching soccer can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Main Road in Hamden. Give them a call at 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. We're also brought to you in part by Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning. For over 30 years, Bangor's best dry cleaners ask about their military and senior citizen discounts Open 7 to 7, 7 days a week at 1001 Union Street in Bangor. Out of play along the far sideline, deep in Ellsworth territory. Eagles throw it in to the edge of the box. The Coyotes trying to deal with it. Trying to sweep it to safety, but Ellsworth not allowing them to do so as Kelsey Lambert jumped right on the ball and put it in the direction of goal.
Pretty good target there. It's interesting to think about Lizzie Bowles playing basketball because she is going forward, straight forward. But here in the offensive end, a lot of times she's posting up like a center would in basketball. It's kind of a different game for her. But she draws a lot of attention in both situations.
No doubt about that as Coyotes try to keep it in, unable to do so. Raydell with a throw, dropping it off to the feet of Atherton. Atherton trying to spin around her defender. Instead plays it back to Raydell, who drills it to the shin of Bowles. That couldn't have felt too good.
No. That was not a pristine assist.
That was like a Joe Milton trying to throw a slant pattern right there. You only need 5 yards.
Throw it a 5-yard out, yeah.
Zips it at 89 miles an hour. Tossed back in by Ellsworth. Raydell holds it up long enough for a teammate to jump on the ball. Pass up the pitch, intended for Atherton. Met with first by the Coyotes. There's a steal in the midfield. It's Raydell almost on the ball. She had it knocked loose. Atherton goes to collect. Atherton turning on the sideline, keeping it in play. Or did she? No, it'll be a throw for the Coyotes.
Trying to get the ball to Bowles in the middle of the field. But she was caught up with that pink line, sideline.
Old Town going 10 yards at a time up the sideline via throw. Coverage on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Frank's Bake Shop. Family owned and operated since 1945. Check out Frank's Meals to Go. Convenient and delicious. Don't forget about those scrumptious baked goods that made Frank's famous. Call 947-4594. Frank's Bake Shop at 199 State Street in Bangor at franksbakery.com. Also brought to you in part by Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. That'd be Bangor Mall Cinemas. They feature luxury recliners and an upgraded food menu. Find showtimes and reserve your seats at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. Coyotes toss it in. Whitmore playing it back to Madden. Her cross straighter than she would have liked. Bousquet able to keep it in play and whips it back outside the box to a teammate along the far side of the pitch. Cross comes in and is dealt with by Bivens. Back and forth we go in the midfield here, and now the Coyotes defense having to give chase. Played off of the Ellsworth attacker and out for a throw.
Ellsworth 4-2. Their losses to Brewer, Class A Brewer, and John Baps. Lost to John Baps 4-2. Old Town 3 losses on the season. Lost to Caribou 6-4, MDI 2-1. I'm sorry, the wins over Caribou, MDI, and Orono. Losses John Baps 8-0, Herman 5-2, and Presque Isle 3-2. So they've shown themselves an ability to score goals in most of their games. And we've seen a little bit of it here.
Coyotes take the free kick. Atherton rises to meet it. Played down by Bowles, trying to turn away from her defender. Into the box. Bowles gets a shot away and then gets wiped out from behind, and a penalty kick is coming. Bowles wins the penalty for Ellsworth as we take another look.
Yeah, that's what. Well, you see the end of it there. She was working to get the ball on her right foot to shoot, and that's where the defense was, so that's where the contact stemmed from, and Bowles went down, and it's going to get a chance to knock in a penalty kick here.
And I believe that's Olivia Ketch in goal now, the freshman for the Coyotes. Here's the take from Bowles, and she skips it wide. Knuckled off of her foot and bounces wide of the near post.
I think she might have taken her eye off the ball just a little bit to see what the goalie was going to do, and the ball slid wide of that near post, and Olivia Ketch, as you mentioned, 0-0 in goal for the second half for the Coyotes. Watched it go wide.
Things getting testier in the stands right now than they are on the pitch between these two fan bases that aren't quite familiar with one another.
Yeah, you mentioned at the outset of the game that these were familiar opponents, and while the teams change from year to year, there's going to be a push there on Raydell, I think. There are some memories from previous encounters that kind of fuel the fire here a little bit.
Old Town free kick just inside midfield as we approach 10 minutes gone in the second half. Played deep over the head of everyone, and Bivens out of goal to collect. Old Town knocking it around the midfield, trying to jump on the ball on the near sideline. Madden trying to walk a fine line and unable to do so. Actually, she wins a free kick. Thrown in by the Coyotes, but first, plays held up for a substitution. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Doors Equipment, your local Kubota dealer. Doors can help you with all your equipment needs, now offering $0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select models. Visit DoorsEquipment.com. We're also brought to you by Hillside Athletics. At Hillside Athletics, they're passionate about sports and feature cutting-edge equipment to help you better your game. Visit HillsideAthletics.com.
Getting a little physical here right now, and couldn't tell if there was a whistle or not there. Eventually there was, but because the official's trying to play the advantage-disadvantage thing, don't want to blow a whistle if it works against the team that gets fouled, but sometimes you have to blow the whistle a little more often when people start colliding more often.
Played up the pitch to the feet of Bowles. Bowles sends it for Atherton to chase after. Addison gets there around one defender, and then has it poked from her feet out behind for an Eagle corner.
That's a good pass and pass by Bowles and run by Atherton, and then Old Town got two people back to cut the angle off so that Atherton couldn't get a good shot on, but we're going to have a corner kick as a result.
Here's the delivery for the Eagles, brought in, met by the head of, is that Atherton at the edge? Trying to
I believe it
wait
is.
For a turn, yeah.
Yeah, and again, she's pretty tall and athletic, and so she's a target coming in from the 18 and pops it through the uprights, but not into the goal.
Goal kick dealt with first by Ellsworth. Back towards midfield, where Bousquet tries to win away possession for the Coyotes.
Ellsworth went with the right-footed corner kick that time.
Here come the Eagles attacking down the far sideline. They got some white shirts behind this attack as well. Played out wide. Cross takes a deflection into the middle of the box. Bowles almost able to jump on it. She is able to get it onto her right foot. Shot deflected, and then finally collected in the back by Ketch.
Well, Bowles was sensing something there, and she was going for the ball, but too many people there. Wound up going for the far side shot that was covered up.
Coyotes given chase after that one. Deflection goes out off of Old Town for an Ellsworth throw. As you see, 27 minutes remaining here tonight. Ellsworth in control with the 3-0 advantage. Throw brought back in, and the Eagles jump onto possession of it.
Now another whistle.
And a free kick going the other way.
Okay.
Take a look at both these teams' upcoming schedules in just a moment.
Yeah, this is Game 7, so it's just halfway through the regular season schedule for both these teams. And as of, about 4.5 hours from now, maybe a little more, it's going to be October.
Coverage on Ticket TV is brought to you in part by the Fitch Company, where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Visit them at fitchcompany.com. Also brought to you by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan, Route 1A in Hancock, and at tonysfairwayauto.com. Ball trickles out of play along the far sideline for an Ellsworth throw. Raydell the first to get there, but the Coyotes jump onto the loose ball. Now playing it upfield, but the one-touch passing lets them down behind a teammate and out of play. All right, let's take a look at those schedules if we've got them, beginning with the visitors from Ellsworth. Here's what's coming up after tonight for the Eagles.
Eagles, a big game Wednesday, the rematch against Herman. Herman, the top Penobscot Valley Conference team in the Class B North standings right now. I think they were 5-1 and had not lost since their opener against Ellsworth at Pottle Field in Herman back in early September. And then Ellsworth heads to the county on Saturday, and hopefully they'll pick me up a bag of potatoes. It's that time of year. But they'll be also playing the Presque Isle Wildcats at a 6 o'clock start on Saturday.
It's a late one.
Yes,
Saturday
really
night in the county.
Yeah, it is. That's a long day. That's probably 4 games. A couple of JV games and a boys varsity game and a girls varsity game as well.
Take a look here now at the Coyotes. What's coming up next for Old Town?
Yeah, back here on Ticket TV Wednesday. Speaking of going up to the county, Caribou Vikings come down to play the Coyotes in a 6 o'clock start on Ticket TV on Wednesday, and then next Monday, Old Town makes the trip down to the island to play MDI.
Schedule updates brought to you by Hidden Meadows Golf Course, 240 West Old Town Road, right here in Old Town. 24 minutes remaining here tonight as Ellsworth brings the ball back into the pitch. Ticket TV also brought to you in part by The Growing Place, helping families grow for less and polishing your home in style for a fraction of retail costs. Check them out first, check them out often. Do Green, sustainability is always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. Our coverage also brought to you in part by the Coach House Restaurant, located in Brewer for home-style cooking, homemade desserts, and experienced staff. It's the Coach House Restaurant. Takeout available at 457 Wilson Street in Brewer and at thecoachhouserestaurant.com.
Stoppages here in the last couple of minutes. Both sides.
Of course, a Monday Night Football doubleheader tonight. We have the second game for you on the Ticket airwaves. 8:15 kickoff between the Lions and the Seahawks, one of the few remaining undefeated teams in the NFL. First game, not as nice. That's why we're not carrying it for you.
Well, because you only do one
Tennessee
anyways.
at Miami.
Yeah, you can only do one anyways, so. because they
pick the better of the two.
Overlap, save for the first 45 minutes. That is the better game, though. Lions and the Seahawks.
Actually, Miami's reeling so bad, along with the Patriots, that Tom Brady's been booted from the broadcast next week. He's supposed to come to Foxborough to do the Miami at New England game, but Fox thinking, well, maybe the national audience doesn't want to watch potentially 2 1-3 football teams with an inability to do much at the quarterback position, so they're sending him back out to San Francisco, where Jaden Daniels and the Commanders are heading out west.
Well, I got the call, so I think it's you and me, or me and Jim, that are going to be
We're
doing
down in Foxborough on Sunday.
They don't need anybody else. Figure we do it cheap. We do it less than $37 million a year. I know that.
A little bit less, yeah. Maybe split between us.
So the Mets beat the Braves today, so they earned a spot in the playoffs in the National League.
They swept them?
No, they won a game. They won the first game, and that's all they needed.
That is true. Game 2 is going to be coming to a conclusion right about now. It was a 4:40 first pitch.
Okay.
If there's a sweep, then that team, which would now be the Mets, and the Diamondbacks head into the postseason. Not to be the case, though. Atlanta rallied for a 3-0 victory in Game 2 in a game that Chris Sale was scheduled to start and then got scratched due to back stiffness. The NL Triple Crown winning pitcher, when they needed him most, was not there to make his start. But a Marcell Ozuna 2-run single, the key hit in that contest. So a split in the doubleheader, and last year's NL pennant-winning team stays at home. Diamondbacks don't sneak their way back into the postseason for a second straight year.
They didn't earn it. They were only like the, 8th best team in the league, as it turns out.
Yep, so 3 coming out of the NL East.
And the big thing with Chris Sale, of course, is whether he pitches Game 1 or Game 2 of the playoffs now that they've – whether this is a significant thing.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe it benefits them in that way where they're able to get in there without him today, and then the back loosens up in the next 24 hours or so, and he's able to go in Game 1 or 2.
Well, if they had won the first game, they wouldn't have pitched him in the second game anyways.
True.
Surely.
Yeah.
But this, I mean, they needed him. They needed, to win that second game after losing the first game. So it was kind of an interesting situation where, depending on who won and who lost, who was going to play hard and who wasn't going to play hard in the second game. And you got the Diamondbacks sitting there going, help. And they didn't get any help. So I think if the Mets go out to San Diego.
Yes.
They've been all over the country here in the last few days.
Halfway through the second half of play, which has seen more stoppage than action on the pitch.
Yeah, it's really slowed down a little bit.
All 3 goals coming in the first half for the Ellsworth Eagles.
Yeah, just one shot apiece here in the second half, and Ellsworth was a PK.
Atherton giving chase. Does not want to be denied the ball there. Poked out of play, and it'll be an Eagle throw. Couple of substitutions for each team first.
Yeah, Carly Buckwalter, number 24 there with some pretty good defense.
Good job by the
Coyotes.
juniors.
Nothing like a good head cold.
That time of the year, isn't it?
Oh, boy. It is. It kind of, well, the temperature varies a little bit more, it seems like. Oh!
In the middle of the box. Oh! Going for finesse that time was Kelsey Lambert with the right foot and popped it right up to Olivia Ketch.
Yeah, that's a nice job there by Ketch. Just a freshman in to play goal here in the second half. Her first save. Tried to cut the angle off as best she could. That ball was kind of a high bouncing ball, so not an easy ball to redirect toward the goal there. You got to get your foot up there to get it, and they did as well as they could, but Ketch was there to make the stop.
Busy week coming up on both the airways of 92.9 The Ticket and Ticket TV. We'll bring in both of those schedules in just a second at the next stoppage. Our coverage is brought to you in part by Betty's Ice Cream. Looking for a sweet treat? Head to Betty's Ice Cream Shop. They serve up homemade ice cream and creamy milkshakes along with payetas and mangonadas, conveniently located at 1012 Stillwater Avenue, right behind Town Fair Tire. Open all week long from noon to 8:30 p.m. We're also brought to you by Tossie's Checkout Convenience Store, groceries, gas, great food to go. Tossie's Checkout at 1492 Pushar Road in Glenburn. While you're out that way, check out Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company. For the best in landscaping materials, and equipment, it's Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company at 6 Wilson Way in Glenburn and at glenburnlandscape.com. Bodies come together along the far side of the pitch, leading to a Coyote free kick. Old Town brings it back up the field.
I wonder who will be favored in the Miami-New England game next Sunday.
First one to, I was going to say 3. I mean, the Pats did put up 13 yesterday, thanks to Joey Sly's bionic leg.
2 field goals from, 54 and 60?
63, franchise record.
Okay.
It was the only
63
positive thing to happen in the game.
Matches Dempsey's long-time record. It's since been broken, Tom Dempsey.
Bean sending it forward for a teammate. It takes a deflection. Old Town able to clear it out and out of play. Let's take a look at that upcoming schedule on 92.9 The Ticket. Thrown back into the direction of Bean. Trying to jump on it. Now Ellsworth may have a chance here as it's played on goal, but another nice job of catch. Going to the ground, squeezing the ball between her knees. All right, here's that live event schedule. As I mentioned tonight, Monday Night Football, the final game of Week 4 in the NFL between the Seahawks and the Lions. Should be a good one from Detroit. Tomorrow and Wednesday, we'll have MLB wildcard round action. Just got to figure out exactly when that's happening because baseball is yet to set the full schedule.
So there will be at least 2 games. There's 4 games, right?
Yes.
In the first round. So there'll be at least 2, maybe all 4 of them on Tuesday starting out.
I think they're starting around, even for the situation today with the Mets and the Braves. I think they were told your next game's on Tuesday. That's still the schedule. Another snag by catch and goal there.
Yeah, that was a restart there. Free kick, Lily Bean, number 10, lofting one up, but catch pretty tall in net for a freshman and did a nice job of going up and getting the ball. She's made 4 saves here in the second half.
So the rest of the week's schedule there, Thursday Night Football. Thursday night on the ticket begins Week 5 between the Buccaneers and the Falcons, and then back to MLB playoffs on Friday night. Tampa Bay 3-1, despite Baker being at the receiving end of some comments from Tom Brady in the booth during yesterday's broadcast.
It wasn't stressful at all in Tampa Bay when Tom was there.
No. Nothing going on.
They were winning
there.
Championships.
Exactly.
At least one.
Inside the final quarter of an hour here tonight in Old Town with the visitors leading 3-0. Some substitutions being made by both sides. In a moment, we'll show you what's to come the rest of the week on Ticket TV. First, I'll tell you about some more of our great sponsors, starting off with Rise Co-working and Collaboration. Are you looking for the perfect meeting space? Look no further. Rise is your go-to destination for business gatherings. Rise Co-working and Collaboration, where business meets convenience, just off I-395 in Bangor and at risemain.com. We're also brought to you by Knowlton Automotive, a full-service preventative maintenance and auto repair center, family-owned and operated. Knowlton Auto provides guaranteed service at a fair price, 3297 Broadway in Kentuskeg, and at knowltonautomotive.net. Yeah, so the Braves off to play. Oh, it's the Braves that are off to play the Padres. The Mets are actually taking on the Brewers now in the first round of the NL postseason. Cross comes in here by the Eagles. A little too tall there at the back, and now Old Town trying to bring it up the far sideline. Praise Auto Sales. You can check out the impressive inventory and weekly specials at 1722 Broadway in Bangor or at praiseautosales.com. Ticket TV, also brought to you in part by Urban Pizza, open at 329 Main Street in Bangor with carryout available from 11 a.m. daily. Order online at urbanpizzapie.com. And after you get your dinner, head to Sweet Cheeks Bakery. Don't forget to stock up on your favorite sweets from Sweet Cheeks before or after the game. They are open 24 hours a day at 113 Main Road in Holden. Played out by the Coyotes for an Old Town throw. Let's take a look at what is coming the rest of the week on Ticket TV. 3 soccer games to kick it off tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday, before some more Friday night lights on Friday.
Yes, over at Cameron Stadium tomorrow. Class A matchup, Bangor and Messalonski. Bangor just 1 loss on the season. Then on Wednesday, back here to Victory Field as Caribou comes down from the county to take on the Coyotes. That's also a 6 o'clock start. Then Friday night, big football game. One of the top teams in Class C North, Herman Hawks. Cardiac Kids, a lot of close games they've had against Foxcroft Academy, the defending D North champion and the top-ranked team in that division this year at 4-0. Got a chance to see them play last Friday night. Madden Alcock Academy from Lincoln gave them a good game. It was 20-6 was the final, and actually the first 2 times MA had the ball in the game, they drove on the ponies, but couldn't punch one in, and you kind of knew that was going to come back to haunt them. As it turned out, in the ponies again, I think it was 7-0 at the half and won 20-6. So that's a important game at the top of those 2 divisions on Friday. And then next Tuesday, it's boys soccer over at Hamden Academy as the Brewer Witches take on the host Broncos in a 6 o'clock start.
Don't mean to alarm you, Ernie, up here. I'm not bawling my eyes
I thought
out.
you were
That's something
doing a Will Plumbing impersonation.
Oh, boy. Wasn't that something?
It was awful. I saw that.
Wasn't
I
that
heard
just
it.
a perfect way to snap you back to reality? All afternoon long, that's what I was going to say. I had something right on the corner of my eye, went to brush it, and brushed it directly into my eye, and now it just won't stop watering. But, all day long. I mean, I told Miranda yesterday, because we don't have a radio in the house, I said, make sure around like 5:15 or so, you give me a heads up, tell me to go out to the car, because I got to make sure to hear Joe Castick's final inning.
Yep.
Put the Patriots and NFL on silent on the phone and watch it, but just sit in the car and think back to a childhood, a lifetime of memories, because he's been the voice of the Red Sox my entire lifetime, 42 years in the booth, coming to an end yesterday, and just a beautiful way to wrap it up by Joe, nothing but class, and then hear old Blubber and Will come on at the end.
Because did he kind of semi-officially pass the torch to
yeah, I don't know if the Red Sox planned it, but Joe kind of forced it. That Will's next up.
I don't know that he is. He was trying to leave last summer there for a TV job in Chicago.
He's trying to get the White Sox TV gig. What a year he missed out on.
Yeah, really. What would he have done over the last
that would have been
80
a long
games?
year.
Holy God. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm sure he's probably set up. They've been there long enough now to establish a little bit of seniority and credibility and whatnot. But I actually was at my brother's house and we put it on Nesson. We didn't have the radio going in the house. We were watching Patriots in a NASCAR race, and Nesson ran in the corner box. They ran Joe doing the radio version of the last half inning. Yeah, it was very nice.
It looked like a great ceremony yesterday at Fenway with all kinds of former players. All of Joe's favorites were back.
Yeah,
that was the list.
Clemens was back.
Clemens, JBJ catching it because he catches everything.
Yeah. And then when Will started sobbing, he couldn't even talk. And at that point, it went back to Dave O'Brien.
Yeah, they made the switch. They cut it.
Well,
at that point
yeah, I mean, it wasn't going to get any better. He tried a couple of times to say something. And just
now, to be fair, too, Will, it wasn't just him with teary eyes in the booth. McDonough was also at a loss for words and choked up when he tried to start talking too. But
yeah, but he wasn't.
He waited.
He wasn't as bad as he wasn't as bad as Fleming. I mean, I understand it's a pretty emotional thing, but it was kind of humorous. But it doesn't sound like we've heard the last of Joe Castiglione.
No, he'll still be around. He'll still be doing a handful of games.
He's going to fill in for some people when they're probably on when they're on vacation and things like that.
Weekend duties or just any big game.
I can't imagine he's going to make many if any trips.
No, he's a Fenway voice exclusive, I think, from this point.
Unless they're playing Hawaii in some preseason games or something. He was different. I mean, he didn't have the booming radio voice.
No.
You know? It took some getting used to be perfectly honest with you, back in the 80s. I remember I was probably about 20 then, so it took some getting used to. But
back in the day when everyone was still down here calling baseball games.
All Ricky radios, you know? And but we got used to him, and, of course, he brought with him unprecedented success. And a lot more Red Sox fans, as it turned out, once they did start winning championships. And it was all good. So he leaves with, four what's the name of the trophy for Major League Baseball?
Commissioner's trophies.
Giamatti. Or is it the Commissioner's? That's what it is?
Yep.
Yeah. Got 4 of those, which is more than any other broadcaster in Red Sox history has.
Played back here by Ellsworth, giving chase. Looked like they had a chance to jump onto the loose ball. So we're down to about 7 minutes remaining in tonight's ball game. Looks like Ellsworth salting away the final 7 here for what would be their 5th win of the season.
The second half has been, and I don't know if there's strategy changes involved and alignments in terms of where players are, but this, Old Town's been much more competitive in this half, generally speaking, than they were, particularly early in the first half.
Yeah, not a ton of chances for Ellsworth in the second half, really beyond the penalty kick, which Bowles pulled wide.
Yeah, they've got 4 shots for them in the second half, but really their best bids outside of that came in the first half.
Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Auto Radiator Service. Serving the greater Bangor area for over 50 years for general maintenance, repairs, and specialty services like remote car starters. Call 942-4554. You can stop by at 568 Hammond Street in Bangor. We're also brought to you in part by Streets Landscaping, Maine's home for landscaping, site work, paving, and line striping. For over 24 years, Streets has been providing both commercial and residential services in the greater Bangor area. Streets Landscape, they take care of your property like it was their own. Give them a call at 827-1980.
Yeah, Lily Bean from Ellsworth just took quite a spill, but she got right up.
Cross in by Old Town, but collected in goal. I think that's still Bivens out there for the
26.
28.
28?
Yep.
Yeah, 28.
Still be Bivens.
Yeah, watch this replay here. Good chip toward the goal. You see a couple of Old Town players waiting for the ball to perhaps get by Bivens, but she was sure-handed and made the save.
Played out for an Ellsworth throw. Allow me to tell you about the Henry's Bridal Boutique, locally owned and operated since 1999 and proud to be Bangor's longest-standing bridal shop. Visit them at 31 Washington Street in Bangor or online at thehenrysbridal.com.
Lily Bean gets a good reception as she leaves the game, as Ellsworth continues to substitute.
Most of the starting 11, if not all of it, now off the pitch for the Eagles. This game also brought to you in part by Varney Chevrolet. Their great staff will help you find the car, truck, or SUV you've been looking for. Find new roads at Varney Chevrolet, 384 Somerset Avenue, just off exit 150 in Pittsfield, and at varneychevrolet.com.
Turn and fire by number 9, Cameron Clough of Ellsworth there.
Speaking of Ellsworth, how about checking out Mainly Audio? Is your car still living in the 90s? Upgrade to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with Mainly Audio. Visit them at 191 Beachland Road in Ellsworth or call 667-9777 because your car deserves more than just fuzzy dice. Probably for the best we don't have a crowd mic hooked up tonight.
Well, don't be swearing, but a little displeasure being. It's been a fairly physical game, really. It's been a lot of folks on the turf here for brief periods of time, but this is Ellsworth going to get a restart from the deep in the right side here. I think that's Clough.
Cross comes in.
Oh.
Trying to reach up for it was Violet Ray, unable to do so, and it skips through for a goal kick.
Is that a handball? She hits it with a cast.
Probably.
Cast ball.
Technically.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
A little harder to keep out of the way, too.
Yes, no doubt.
A little thicker than the average forearm. Taking that free kick for the Coyotes, Ava Harvey, junior defender. Union Street Towing has been serving the greater Bangor area for over 40 years. They feature tow trucks, flatbed towing, recovery services, and roadside services such as lockouts and jump starts. fully licensed and insured. Call Union Street Towing at 942-4200. And our coverage also brought to you by Sweet Frog, your touchdown treat this high school football and soccer season, located at 878 Sweet B in Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Sweet Frog, where their secret ingredient is fun. 2.5 minutes remain tonight at Victory Field. Ellsworth looking for another one before it's poked through by the Coyote defense. And a pretty quick ball game here. What did it start? 6:03.
6:03.
You said?
And 7:35 right now. Had the 3 stoppages for the goals, and we had an additional stoppage for, 2 additional stoppages for penalty kicks that didn't go in, right?
Yep. 0 for 2 from the spot, both teams tonight. Played back by Ellsworth and rolled forward. If that Coyote hadn't peeled off, she might have been right in the passing lane.
That was a mishit.
There's a collision in midfield and a free kick going the way of the Coyotes. Thumped forward here, Old Town. Looking for a consolation goal at the least. As that one skips back through. Bivens collects it. We're down to 60 seconds remaining in this one. Class B contest between the Eagles and the Coyotes. Reminder that next up for the Coyotes, right back here on Ticket TV on Wednesday against Caribou.
Caribou begins the week, 16th, 1-5 on the season.
So it could shape up for a chance for the Coyotes to get back to 500 after tonight's result.
Coyotes beat the Vikings up in Aroostook County on the 10th of September by a count of 6-4.
High-scoring game.
Indeed.
I'll take a 6-4 game come our way on Wednesday night. That'd be a fun one to call.
Caribou won its first game of the season over MDI, 1-0 down in Bar Harbor. I've lost 5 straight since then.
Final seconds ticking off here. And that will do it. The Ellsworth Eagles come to Old Town. They score 3 first-half goals and ride them to a 3-0 victory over the Coyotes tonight in Class B soccer. Don't go anywhere. The post-game show is coming your way next on Ticket TV.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, depend on the knowledge and experience of Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond's Home Planning Center will turn your ideas into accurate conceptual drawings, and 3D visualization is available. Your Hammond sales rep will prepare a materials list and cost estimate. And when you buy all of your materials from them, Hammond will refund all of your design fees. Hammond can deliver your order from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner since 1953.
Since 1966, Down East Toyota has been Eastern Maine's Toyota dealer. Although our look has changed, our commitment remains the same. We're dedicated to keeping you and your Toyota on the road. From safety and reliability to outstanding resale values, Toyota has earned your trust. And right now, buy our rugged workhorse truck, the Tundra, for a low 1.99% APR for up to 48 months. It's a nice new look, but we're just as proud of our old values. One family, one dealership, one outstanding brand. All roads lead to Down East.
Enhance your student-athlete's performance and get to the next level with Queen City Athletics and VZ. Our 7,000 square foot facility that includes an indoor turf and weight room offers 24/7 gym access, personalized training, and programs year-round. From speed and agility, strength and conditioning, or sports-specific training, our expert trainers are ready to help athletes of all levels excel. Visit vz.queencityathletics.com or follow us on Facebook or Instagram to learn more and sign up today.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
To my first Mazda, thanks for always being there for me. Watch after your next owner, as you have me.
Find your Mazda today at Varney Mazda in Bangor.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com. High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street, Bangor, and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales. Nothing runs like a deer in Bangor and Ellsworth. Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Casella. Giving resources new life. Firehouse Subs. 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and furniture. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the official sports grill of Ticket TV. Varney Mazda, located at 260 Hogan Road in Bangor. Hidden Meadows Golf Course, where golf is for everyone. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. And by Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's best driver's ed for 55 years.
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town, wrapping up tonight's broadcast, which saw the Ellsworth Eagles defeat the Old Town Coyotes by a score of 3-0 behind 3 first-half goals. Welcome in to the McDonald's postgame show here on Ticket TV. The McDonald's postgame show brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer. They're hiring for early mornings and late nights, start at $17 and up. Search for these locations at jobs.mchire.com. Mark Paulette alongside Ernie Clark. Ernie, let's take a look at tonight's highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience. Should note that we don't have the game's first goal, which was an incredible goal scored by Elizabeth Bowles. Well, we'll get that cut up and probably posted somewhere so that people can see it. But
it was a turn and fire.
It really was. Volleyed it with her right foot, turned with her left, or was it the other way? Volleyed with the left, spun around.
Turned with the right.
Turned with the right.
This goal here by Kaylee Bagley, the goal you just see. You watch number 3 here. It was play began with a corner kick, and the ball was retrieved by Abby Raydell. She kind of centered it, and pretty good reaction there by Bagley.
This was an Old Town chance in the second
junior,
half.
yeah. Old Town had some chances after intermission in particular.
It was Lizotte driving it right into the midsection of Bivens, who stood tall.
And there's Bowles from, about 25 yards out. Tried to pass the ball. It came back to her, so she one-timed it with her right foot. And a dive was made, but unsuccessfully as the ball snuck in low to the right post. And here's a corner kick. Would have been good for the hat trick.
Yeah, that was
as
a
it
shot
turns
at
out
it.
For Lizzie Bowles, but
you can see why she was so upset after
she
that
was
miss.
Probably a little mad at herself on that one, but goalie just stood tall and ball went wide. Each team missed a penalty kick in this game, but Matter of fact, when Old Town missed its penalty kick, was what, Olivia Lizard, would have made it 2-1.
2-1 with
late
about
in the first
4
half.
minutes remaining in the first half.
Instead, 2 minutes late, it would have been 2-1, but the miss shot it right at the goalie Bivens. Instead of that remained 2-0, and 2 minutes later, Ellsworth scored the third goal. And at that
Bulls
point,
jumped
it was
right back on it.
Going to be hard to catch up.
Stole all momentum back for the Eagles. Those post-game highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience. Time now to award play and player of the game. The play, which will get cut out, as I mentioned here, is that first goal, and you got to see it. Goal of the year candidate, really, from Lizzie Bowles to open the scoring here tonight in Old Town. Just the way she was able to volley it under her own control, kind of pirouette around a defender.
In traffic,
in traffic, all in one motion, and then just rip it into the net.
She did rip it, but it was wound up going over the top of the outstretched hands of the goalkeeper and under the crossbar.
I say rip. It was almost like nowadays the kids would know Steph Curry, but my generation, a Rajon Rondo teardrop driving down the lane and one of those little, just put it up with the perfect touch on it.
Laid up there softly. And, I mean, this wasn't all that softly, but, again, there was not a lot of room above the goalkeeper's arms to knock it into the goal, but still got it under the crossbar, and that gave Old Town a 1-0 lead.
Play of the game is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, and she scored 2 of the 3 tonight. So Elizabeth Bowles, our player of the game as well, presented by Firehouse Subs. For a limited time, try the new Firehouse Captain's Club oven-roasted chicken covered in melted pepper jack cheese, crushed red pepper flakes, crispy bacon, shredded lettuce, tomato, and onion on a toasted sub roll with the spicy Firehouse Hero sauce, only at Firehouse Subs, 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Here's another look at Bowles' second goal of the night. Final one scored here at Victory Field with 3 minutes remaining in the first half of play. So Bowles with 2 goals tonight. The Coyotes with a 3-0 victory. They are now 5-2 on the season. Old Town drops to 3-4. We'll put the finishing touches on tonight's broadcast, come back and get you a look at what comes your way the rest of the week on 92.9 The Ticket, as well as our streaming options on Ticket TV. It's all coming up when the postgame rolls on right after this.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And nobody knows better than our loyal customers.
Since 1994, our family has proudly sold and serviced John Deere products. Our customers know that quality and reliability set John Deere apart.
And right now at Greenway, take advantage of this offer.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 60 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
Ambition is desire. Ambition is spirit. Ambition is drive. Find your ambition right here at Coldbrook Mitsubishi in Skowhegan. There's a reason we're the #1 Mitsubishi volume dealer in the state. We've got the selection. We've got rates as low as 0%, and nobody will pay you more for your trade. Find your ambition. Drive your ambition. Only at Coldbrook Mitsubishi, Madison Avenue, Skowhegan. Start here at coldbrookmitsubishi.com.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
You've lived quite a life. Now it's time to live it up. We're here to help you enjoy all you've earned. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
At Midcoast Denture Design, we truly understand the importance of offering an affordable treatment plan that always considers your needs first. We create beautiful new full and partial dentures, as well as offering repairs and relines to your current dentures. We want your denture to fit comfortably, be affordable, and most of all, make you happy.
At Midcoast Denture Design, your smile is what matters most. In fact, it's our job to make sure you have a smile you can be proud of at a price you can afford.
Call Midcoast Denture Design,
because everyone deserves to have an awesome smile.
To my first Mazda, thanks for always being there for me. Watch after your next owner, as you have me.
Find your Mazda today at Varney Mazda in Bangor.
With a great backyard comes great responsibility. From the keeper of the flame
to the referee of the greatest game ever played. Lifelong memories start here at Glenburn Landscape and Supply. Residential and commercial projects are a breeze with our premium mulch, stone, and topsoil products. And maintain your backyard in style with the industry's leading lawn care products and equipment. Built to work and built to last. With rugged durability and superior performance, these tools were built for you. Glenburn Landscape and Supply, where great backyards begin.
Maine's largest network of parts just got a little bigger. Coastal Auto Parts, newest location in Bangor, has all your automotive needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Whether you're a professional mechanic or just need a little help, find everything you need all under one roof. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you with friendly service and expert advice right here at 200 Sylvan Road, just off I-95. Drive in, stock up, and hit the road with confidence. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that
The process at Fairway Auto Sales when you buy a car should be easy. There's no games, and people appreciate that when they're buying a vehicle.
I've purchased 6 vehicles through Tony's Fairway Auto. I have a business where we transport a lot of elderly. I can go to Tony or text Tony or Nicole and let them know what I'm looking for, and he'll find it and get right back to me.
We like to say, come buy your vehicle to Fairway. It's more than just a tagline. It's the way we do business.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
With UMaine Online, it's easier than ever to be a black bear from anywhere. The University of Maine offers over 50 high-quality online master's degree and graduate-level certificate programs in business, data science, education, engineering, and more. You'll get access to world-class faculty and a low student-to-faculty ratio at an affordable tuition rate at Maine's only R1 top-tier research university. Registration is now open. Learn more and apply at online.umaine.edu.
Welcome back to a now pitch dark Victory Field here in Old Town. The booth isn't, but the field and the surrounding grounds are, as you're taking a look out into the darkness on Ticket TV. Brought to you by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer celebrating 30 years in business. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a Deere. Our coverage also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. Well, we've got some tear down in the dark in front of us, so we'll make this quick. Let's begin by taking a look at the upcoming broadcast this week on 92.9 The Ticket. Monday Night Football, the pregame underway right now on Game 2 of the night. Kickoff in about, where are we at here, 20 minutes time or so between the Seahawks and the Lions. And then tomorrow on Wednesday, it's Major League Baseball wild card action. We will alert you of the times when we know them. They're probably just being set right now after that.
I guess we do know the matchups now, right?
Yeah, the Mets are heading out to Milwaukee to take on the Brewers. The Braves have to go across the country to play San Diego after the result of today's doubleheader, which sees both of those teams and 3 in total out of the NL East make the playoffs.
And how about the American League?
American League, I could go through the standings in my head.
Orioles playing.
Orioles are the 2, so they get the 5. Yankees went in as the top team in baseball, so they get Detroit, right, down at the bottom. Or did Kansas City end up getting the bottom with the way they closed out the year?
I think that
was tough to tell with how the Royals were reeling down the stretch.
Yep.
Thursday night, Week 5 in the NFL kicks off between the Bucs and the Falcons in an NFC South battle. And then on Friday, more baseball playoff action. As for the rest of the week on Ticket TV, well, first, let me tell you about the local shows. Start your weekdays the right way with the morning roast. Weekdays 6 to 8 a.m. The Drive takes you home from 4 to 6. And then I will now tell you about our upcoming broadcast schedules on Ticket TV. A couple of soccer games coming your way the next 2 nights. tomorrow night we're at Cameron Stadium in Bangor, kicking off the month of October with the girls' clash between the Rams and the Messalonskee Eagles. And then on Wednesday, back here at Victory Field as the Coyotes host the Caribou Vikings. Friday night takes us back to Pottle Field in Herman for a crossover matchup between the Herman Hawks and the Foxcroft Academy Ponies before more soccer carries us into next week. Coverage of Ticket TV brought to you in part by Casella. Good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. Also brought to you in part by Northeast Driving School. They have been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today. Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Only thing now is to give credit where it is due to our crew, some of whom standing out there in the darkness waiting for this broadcast to end. Kim Mitchell directing and producing the show today. Max Pottle whipped up the graphics. Zach Tangway, Peter Parlett, and RJ Novio all on cameras this afternoon and evening. And Ernie Clark, my broadcast partner on this one. Once again, a 3-0 victory for the Ellsworth Eagles.
And I finally figured out what was out there. That was literally the only thing we could shoot.
That is the only piece of light in front of us.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Out beyond Victory Field. Well, there's the final image from this contest on Ticket TV. The Ellsworth Eagles prevail over the Old Town Coyotes 3-0. Ellsworth now 5-2 on the season. Old Town drops to 3-4. Until we speak with you tomorrow, so long, everyone. This has been High School Soccer on Ticket TV.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
To my first Mazda, thanks for always being there for me. Watch after your next owner as you have me.
Find your Mazda today at Varney Mazda in Bangor.
With a great backyard comes great responsibility. From the keeper of the flame to the referee of the greatest game ever played. Lifelong memories start here at Glenburn Landscape and Supply. Residential and commercial projects are a breeze with our premium mulch, stone, and topsoil products. And maintain your backyard in style with the industry's leading lawn care products and equipment. Built to work and built to last. With rugged durability and superior performance, these tools were built for you. Glenburn Landscape and Supply, where great backyards begin.
High School Sports on Ticket TV has been brought to you by your local McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales. Next Home Experience. Casella. Firehouse Subs. Levesque Business Solutions. Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Varney Mazda. Hidden Meadows Golf Course. Dean's Detailing. Northeast Driving School. Acadia Federal Credit Union. Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Colebrook Mitsubishi. North Star Waste and Recycling. Loring Job Corps. Praise Auto Sales. Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company. Doors Equipment. Fairway Auto Sales. Bangor Mall Cinema 10. Streets Landscape. The Fitch Company. Bangor Tire Company. Frank's Bake Shop. Pat's Pizza in Hamden. Tiller and Rye. Liberty Olton Insurance, Urban Pizza, The Growing Place, Tossie's Checkout, Betty's Ice Cream, Auto Radiator Service, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Union Street Towing, Rise Co-working and Collaboration Space, Sweet Frog, The Henry's Bridal Boutique, Bennett Auto Center, Angelo's Pizza, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Mainly Audio, Knowlton Automotive, Varney Chevrolet, Hammond Lumber Company, First National Bank, Midcoast Denture Design, Hopkins Energy, Napa Auto Parts, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Queen City Athletics, Blackfly Coffee, Hillside Athletics, The Farmer's Table, Bangor Floral, Mad Cat and Company, Danforth Supermarket, Mainly Mercantile, The Dragon's Lair, Twin City Tire, Washington County Community College, and Down East Toyota. This Ticket TV broadcast has been a production of Sportsnet Maine.